America turned into Texas, then yeah, stay at home, sit on the couch, or go vote for the other guy. But let me tell you the realities of Texas. The reality is that in January, Texas seeks to institute the death penalty for anyone seeking an abortion. The reality in Texas is that right now, if you get an abortion and it is not approved by your politicians, then you and or your caregiver could go to prison at this point in time. Also, the reality in Texas is that when they don't want you to be able to actually elect your representatives because they can't come up with policies that will seemingly have an appetite across the board, they instead decide that they're going to cheat in the form of intimidation and or voter suppression and or voter subversion. And that is what we are getting. When I was in the Texas House for the term that I served, that is the only time in my life that I had a warrant put out for my arrest. That is what the Republicans felt like it made sense to do because I dared to challenge them on the voter suppression bills that they were trying to bring about. Voter suppression bills that specifically targeted older Black folk. Right now, what we consistently see is that there is a target on the back of anyone that is poor, anyone that is a person of color, whether they are old or young, anyone that they would characterize as being part of the traditional coalition of Democrats, whether it's removing voting locations from our colleges, or now in the form of intimidating and going into people's homes. If you believe in the Constitution, let me tell you, as somebody who has done criminal defense and somebody who's done civil rights work, we do have constitutional protections in our home, allegedly. And I think that they are straining all of these constitutional protections. And the only time that they want to say that they believe in the Constitution is when they can bend it to the will that they are seeking. Any other time, they ignore it and they trample on it. And everyone should be outraged. It should not be partisan. You should be outraged because here's the reality. What is good for the goose is good for the gander. So if it was Democrats and you would be outraged, then you should be outraged when it's Republicans because it's just a matter of a clear delineation of right versus wrong. And I think that that's where we're struggling in this country. We have lost our black and white, what is right versus wrong. I promise you, if you walk into any